What's up, y'all? Get on in here. What's up? Hey, Alicia. Hey, well, I was going to say something else. Hey, Chantel. Hey, Alyssa. Come on in, y'all. It's your girl, Roxie. Welcome, y'all, all to the chat, all to the live. Thank you so much for joining. Let's talk about it. Okay. What's up, y'all? Get on.
Hold on a minute.
So I'm playing my thing from the live. Let's talk about it, okay?
Roxiie says we're gonna talk about it.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Roxie with Roxiie Says, and we're gonna talk about it today. We are here to discuss the Traitors.
Roxiie says we're gonna talk about it.
All right, so like if you were in the live from last night, I was telling y'all about me going live, still getting the hang of it. Thank y'all all for your patience, child. So let me just say hi to a couple of y'all. Hi, Reese. Hi, Ellen. Hi, Cammie. Hi, Miss Cece. It's my opinion. Welcome, y'all. Thank you all so much for your patience. I know that we're a little behind on the Traitors, so thank you all so much for tuning in. What's up, Lalista? Thank you all. Come on in, everybody. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you're made aware every time I upload. Please hype this live up. I don't even know if you can hype lives, but if you can, hype this live up for me. And yeah, let's get into it. Tonight we are reviewing Traitors US Season 4, the finale, as well as the reunion. And let's talk about it. I am so happy because I have my girl here. If you were here last night, you already know. Miss Tammy Talks. Welcome her. Give her a warm welcome to the live. What's up, girl?
I want the Arsenio. Who.
Oh, do it. Who? Girl, I'm here just trying to make sure that my stuff is together. So you already know. All right. Let me know how the sound is, everyone. Thank you all. Come on in. Hi, Onika, El Michelle, Daily Dose of Christy. So we're going to get right on into it. Okay. First off, Tammy, did you enjoy this season?
I did enjoy it. Wait, no, you have news to share.
What?
You have news to share. This is your channel.
news.
Don't do that.
I was going to do a thing. Okay. Yeah. So I know everyone's like, oh my God. Okay. Anyway, so we hit 50,000 subscribers. So I just want to tell everyone, thank you all so much. I have a whole I think I'm going to do a 50K live just so I can chat with y'all and thank you guys in a little one-on-one way. But thank you all so much for hitting subscribe again. All my Traitors fam, thank you so much for your patience for the live. And I'm just really excited. I'm really thankful. Tammy is super close to 50K. So make sure that you go and sub to her as well. She's really, really close, y'all. So make sure that you head over to her channel and hit subscribe as well. Okay?
That's the rumor.
That's
the
rumor. You're really close.
That's what the people say.
What's up, Nene? Hey, GT. Hey, everybody. Okay. So, yes, Tammy, what is your thoughts on this season of The Traitors? Did you enjoy? Did you not? What's up?
Even though, y'all let me know how my sound is as well. But even though I fell off from recapping, I enjoyed the season. I was irritated. I was excited. I was angered, and my flabber was gasted. So it was a good season for me.
Why is this red? Is it red on the screen?
It is. Double click it, and then it'll let you.
Anywho, well, yeah. So this was only my second season of The Traitors. And I enjoyed it. It was very frustrating, but overall, I was entertained. Yeah, I fell off too, but I was excited to watch. I mean, after Candace left, I wasn't that excited, but I was still interested to see what was happening. I honestly was. I was.
Truth be told, though, we only fell off because of Love is Blind.
I mean, that part too.
If Love is Blind didn't start, I have full faith that both of us would have finished. I mean, Love is Blind putting out 6 episodes, and then Traitors
Yeah.
is it's hard out here in these YouTube streets.
Love is Blind is a beast all in itself. So yeah.
Hmm.
Thank you all so much. Thank you all. Hi Dee. Hi Gina. Hi Alyssa. Okay, y'all. So let's get into this live. So for the finale, I'm just gonna run through everything that happened in the episode. Tammy, you can just cut me off if you wanna share a thought or whatever, because I'm sure by now everyone's already seen the finale and the reunion. I've seen a bunch of reviews, so I'm not gonna spend too much time on the finale. Okay, so pretty much at the beginning of the finale. Right? Are we okay? So at the beginning of the finale, they got Mark up out of there. Okay, Johnny and Tara, they still had their eyes on Rob and Eric as the traitors. Tara is trying to get Mara on board. Trying to get Mara on board of anything is just, I was like, girl, why? Like, why are we even trying at this point? So Mara is trying to convince Tara that Johnny is the traitor. And then we see them, they have their little helicopter mission. And while on the mission, Mara once again runs to Rob and tells him the plan, right? So she tells him that Tara told her that Eric is a traitor and they're plotting on Eric for the round table. Mara is low-key playing both sides to the point where both Rob and Eric are side-eyeing her. Did you think that there was a chance that Mara was going to flip on anybody?
No.
Okay.
And this is full transparency. I just watched it, so I'm real fresh, real fresh with the finale and the reunion. Watching the finale, it was irritating, and I already knew who won.
Right.
But still watching the journey to get there was still like, come on, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this. Question for you. We know Rob won, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that it was solely because he was an amazing traitor? Or do you think it was dumb faithfuls?
I think it was dumb faithfuls and faithfuls who just were all enamored with him, and just first it was Colton, and then when he was gone, then they just moved on to Rob. Like, just dumb. Just dumb. No thought behind anything. Just, okay, we're gonna listen to whatever Rob says.
I think that was the most annoying part too.
Yeah.
Like, because Rob I'll say this. I don't think he played a terrible game. I don't think he played like a crazy good game. But the way that especially Mara just followed behind him like a little puppy dog was crazy to me.
And I think that that's another reason why, and we'll get to the finale, but that's another reason why. I think Rob himself knows. He's like, I didn't really do much. These people are just not the brightest. So yeah, he knows it as well. So, okay, so we get to the round table time, call on me, baby, I'm gonna do you right time. And Mora at the round table, she was agreeing with the Skater twins. So I was cracking up because Eric and Rob were looking at her like, oh, girl, you about to flip on us for real? Because they were making a couple of points, and Mara was like, yeah, that's true. Rob and Eric was like, girl, don't play with us at this table, okay? But I thought that was hilarious. And then, of course, right, so it's time to vote, and the vote is down to Mora. And I don't think anyone had any faith that Mora was going to do anything other than what she did. Did y'all think that Mora was... I already know the answer. Let me see. Who is this? Kai T says, I think he was good amongst dumb faithfuls. Pretty much. Let me see. Maya. Maya. Hey, girl. I stopped watching after they voted off every single Black person. I got comments.
I know that's right.
I got comments when people didn't see my review. People were like, Roxiie, did you stop reviewing because all the Black people are gone? I'm like, baby, you don't see all these Love is Blind videos. You don't see all these uploads, girl. We're fighting for our life over here, okay? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Let me see. Rob, hey Cheap 83. They said Rob thought 5 steps ahead of everyone and thought of all of the scenarios. I think I will say that I know that some people felt that like Rob's game, I don't think that Rob played an exceptional game either, but I think that he did a really good job at getting the people to trust him. Of course, I mean, he had the upper hand. They're already attracted to him, so he gets that like halo effect. He's attractive, so he can do no wrong. So that definitely helped him. But I think that he did a good job at like taking full advantage of that and like staying under the radar. So in that aspect, he played a good game, but he wasn't a mastermind, in my opinion.
He definitely took advantage of it, which you're supposed to do. Like, we
Right.
understand the game is called Traitors. We get
Right.
that. But I feel like Rob didn't, to me at least, Rob didn't really start playing until super late in the season. Initially, when he got, Candace out and Lisa, that was, I don't want to say dumb luck, but that was luck. That was very, very risky.
The way
I feel like
got there,
Rob, yeah, he laid back. He didn't really do too much. He let everybody else do the talking. And then he was just like, yep, yep. That's why I never got behind the whole he's this amazing player. I'm like, he's not doing anything.
He don't got to do much. Well,
He wasn't doing
Blessed
that.
by the Best says that Rob cheated and should be disqualified.
Oh,
I guess
well,
maybe that'll come up when maybe you talking about like what they're going to talk about in the reunion. So I guess we'll
yeah.
get to that. Okay. Hey, Terry. Hey, Terry. Shout out to Terry. Terry shows so much love. Hey, boo. So Terry says editing made Rob look so much better than he did, I think. I mean, yeah, I'm sure that, of course, in the editing room, they know that Rob is a heartthrob. They're going to play that up for ratings and everything like that. So yeah, for sure. For sure.
I think too, after Rob won, they might have gone back and they made the edit look like he was this amazing player.
Right.
Which, I mean, is smart.
That's
push
possible
him as
too.
much as you can.
Ellen says, I think Candace said it perfectly. The faithfuls need to go to faithful school. Yes, we'll get to that. And let me read one more. So GT said he played good, but to prop his game over, I keep seeing this girl's name. I know that this person won, right? Like season 1?
Siri, yeah.
Did I put it on the screen? Sorry, GT. Here we go. All right. She won with not a vote against her at the round table. The fans are something. See, I can't talk to that because I didn't see her season, but I trust what you say. Okay.
I didn't see it either. To my understanding, she made it through.
I didn't quite catch that.
Child.
Could you please say?
Siri girl, and when I want you, you don't answer. Anyway,
I thought mine was gonna do
it.
Because mine is known. But I didn't see her season either. But to my understanding, she made it through the entire season without one person suspecting her. Like even at the end, not one person thought it was her.
Oh, I love that.
I was like, and she a sister.
Oh, period. Hey, Holly.
Hey, Holly.
So I'll read this one last comment and then we'll move forward. So Miranda says, I think he played smart by playing savagely and not getting attached to people like the others did. It was smart to get rid of the other traitors early. Yeah, I think that's a great point. Rob didn't get emotionally attached to people like we saw the rest of them get in the castle. A lot of them were like, oh, yeah. I feel like he did a good job at like, yeah, I like you, but, I'm going to get you up out of here if necessary.
Yeah, I'll give him that. Yeah, he definitely played very logical. No emotion like some of the other traitors had.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so after the vote, this scene had me cracking up when Rob and Maura were in the kitchen. Child, he was putting it on. He was laying it on thick. He was picking her up, spinning her around, holding her head. They did that little pinky promise. He was gassing her up. And at this point, we can see that Rob is playing both Eric and Maura, which, that's what he's supposed to do. Tara is telling Maura that Rob is the traitor, but Maura, of course, I can't see it. I just can't see it. I can't see it. Okay, girl, whatever. So then it's time for the end game, okay? I think that I have so it's time for the end game. And the prize at this point is the grand prize is $220,800. Once again, the vote is down to Maura. And once again, Maura fails and Tara is banished. Okay. How did you feel about that? Were you surprised at that?
No, because I think that Maura was loyal to the soil with Rob. What I was surprised at, though, is that Eric didn't link up with everyone else and vote Rob. Because even when Eric, recruited Rob, no, when Rob recruited Eric, he literally said, "I'm the traitor slayer."
That
So
too.
if I was Eric, I would have been like, bet. And the first chance I got, I would have flipped on Rob.
Yeah, Eric should have been plotting on Rob. As soon as he got to be a secret traitor, he should have started his plan on Rob. Like
Yes. Yes.
he should have known better. So okay, so Taro was banished, and then we see it's down to Mara, Rob, and Eric. Of course they get him out of here. I don't know why he would have, I don't know if he expected something different, but clearly that's not what happened. Okay. So after they get him out of here, now it is down to Mora and Rob, right? And Rob is talking about that pinky promise because Eric is heartbroken and he's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you did this." And Rob is like, "I made a pinky promise and I'm going to keep that promise." And Mora is just there and her eyes are sparkling and she's like, "Oh my God, I just love him." Mora is just like, "Oh my God, Rob, that's my man. That's my man." I'm like, Mora girl, don't fall for it, baby. She was eating it up. I was like, "Oh girl, she's gone. She is gone."
Which, here's the thing with Mora. I mean, I can't fault her because Rob was, keeping her in the game. But Mara had some, and we've talked about this. Mara had some glimpses when she was like, it could be Rob.
Like multiple
times. It could be Rob. So it's like, Mara, you're not dumb. You just play dumb on, like, I didn't understand it. And I think that's what was the most, like, irritating part about it. Like, they were all be like, oh, what if it is Rob?
Right.
No.
Could
It's
never
Tara.
be. Yeah,
I'm like,
they
what
went
about
ar-
Tara gave traitor?
They went to everyone. It was like, is it? No, let's just pick someone else. Yeah,
Absolutely ridiculous.
Tam MCC says, "I can't believe the two Love Islanders were the final two." Yeah, I know.
Something to see.
I know. So then, okay. So I wrote, Mora's all blushing and she's hyped because she knows that she's just about to run off into the sunset with Rob Love. But of course, we know that is not what happened. Okay, so Mora just knew that her man was a faithful, but he was not. Okay. And I do like that, even though Mora was shocked and she was upset, she was like, "Look, I would have done the same thing in the situation. He deserved it." Yeah. So at least she wasn't like that upset about it. Like, who can she be upset at other than herself? She literally called Rob a traitor multiple times, right? And then just said, "He fine though, so forget it." Like, that's okay, girl. He that fine, 200,000, I guess, baby. Yes. Let me see.
I'm dead at you having the whole castle on the screen.
I was like, I don't know. I gotta fill up that space. I hate space. That's why my thumbnails be like jam packed. I hate empty space. Oh my God.
I'll say this when it comes to that final scene. One, Eric was stupid for voting to end the game.
Right. That was like I was like, why would you do that?
There's that. But it's also like, in that moment, though, Eric basically was telling Mora that Rob is the traitor.
Yeah.
He was telling her.
He was like, he said, pay close attention to why you never suspected him. I was like, oh. Okay.
Right. And then all Rob kept doing was shaking his head no. And I'm like, come on, Mora. I can't. I was so disappointed in her. Yeah. Completely disappointed in Mora. You deserve to lose.
She lady through said face cracked.
I know she was embarrassed.
Yeah. Yeah. Rob said that was the plan. Eric trusted him. Yeah. I'm not surprised, but that was pretty much the finale. So now we are going to move on to the reunion. Okay, so let's go on to the reunion, child. Do you have any other thoughts on the finale?
No.
Do you have any? Actually, I think I'm gonna. No. There's a part in the finale, but we'll get to that because we didn't hear your thoughts from that episode because I don't think you reviewed that episode. It's about It's about Tara Child. So we'll get to it because I want to hear your thoughts. I know you was cussing that that TV screen out.
Already know.
So we are at. Who's that? That's you heard that?
I was.
Oh,
that was
okay.
my phone.
I should have. Okay, I made it hot. Anyway, so we're at the reunion. Okay, Andy greeted us with his Rob overalls on. I'm like, y'all are just, child. Y'all. They love them some Rob. All right. So the reunion starts off. They give Rob his props, and he's still trying to keep that innocent image. And he's like, I just got lucky. What can I say? I mean, and he did, but yeah. He says that he's gonna buy Maura a Birkin. And I do love that Candace and Lisa took the time to check Rob on not having to stab them in the back the way that he did as early as he did. Because I know in your comment section and in my comment section as well, people were back and forth like, oh, Rob had to do it. Rob had to do it. I know we were very adamant that Rob did not have to do it that early. And he knows that he didn't have to do it, even though he says that it was a sinking ship. When Lisa and Candace were talking to Rob, he had that smirk on his face like, yeah, you're right. But I'm not going to say that, though.
Here's the thing. Is Candace a sore loser? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We can acknowledge that. I will be the first to acknowledge that.
Yeah.
However, what Candace said is 1,000% facts, though.
Mm-hmm.
If Rob would just come out, because now it's all said and done. The show's over. I won. Right. We're going on with life.
Right.
Just say that it was always your plan to come in and win alone because no one's going to fault you for that.
Yeah.
They were all there playing for self.
Right.
So at this point, what really is the purpose for you to still deny that was your goal? That's what I don't respect about Rob, because if we're playing Traitors right now, and we get to the end and I throw you under the bus, I'm gonna be like, Roxiie, girl, I mean, we weren't gonna split it, sis. Like, and I just kind of feel like that's all, because at the end of the day,
that's
y'all aren't friends.
Exactly.
Y'all don't know y'all are not in the same circles.
And Rob kept reminding her, he was like, it's a game. All throughout the game, I was like, okay, Rob, not too much. But I mean, yeah, he's right. Candace was definitely, she's salty about it. But I'm like, Candace, he's not going to admit that like he had this sneaky plan. He has to keep that image. He has to buy more of her Birkin. He wants to, he wants to keep being that, just that. How did he keep describing himself? Just a simple guy from where? Oh yeah.
From Alabama.
Addition to being from Alabama, he wants to keep that image. So.
But they said that Rob isn't really a simple guy from Alabama. They say his family has a bag.
They probably do.
And he's just trying to hide it. I think the other thing that I thought was condescending was whenever Rob kept saying, it's just a game. Mm-hmm. Because then when Candace flipped on him, then he took it personal.
He felt away. Right.
He felt away. So like, is it not a game 2 minutes later or...
Right. Only when he playing.
Only when he's winning. Right. But Rob didn't have to flip on Lisa. He literally didn't. He didn't have to flip on Candace either.
He didn't.
Candace had to, because she was fighting for her life. But Rob didn't have to flip on Lisa. He wanted to, which is fine, but just admit it.
Right. And I also like that Candace, she said, I was like, Candace, she was watching everybody video, but she was like, not only did he vote for Lisa, he led the charge. And you can tell Rob was just trying to run away from, he's like, okay. Like, I just had to do it. The ship was sinking. But I like that they made that known, like, we see you. We see each other, But yeah, I don't think that Candace should have expected Rob to, like, admit that.
Not at all.
So, yeah. So anyway, next we see Maura. Maura comes out and Rob makes sure to let everyone know. This part, Rob got a new girlfriend. They've been together for 2 months, girl. You better listen close when that man speaks, okay? Because Rob made sure to let everyone know that he kept his pinky promise, because what he promised was that he was going to banish Eric. I think that was like the words that he used, but Maura took it as... that they were going to like leave here together. So he's like, I kept my pinky promise. Okay, so Rob girlfriend, make sure you ask him. You got be careful.
Let's talk about the Birkin though. So
Yes.
one, shout out to him for getting her a Birkin. He didn't pay for that. It came from a consignment store.
Yeah.
This is what the people are saying on Threads.
Yeah, I saw
it came from a consignment store or something, and he didn't pay for it. They like
gifted it to him,
they gifted it, which to get the promo. I mean, a Birkin is a Birkin.
Right. I know. Yeah, Mara don't care one way or another, but
she shouldn't.
But so he got the Birkin for Mara, and then I'm sure he got paid for that as well. So he actually like made money, I'm sure, off of giving Mara a Birkin. So
I wouldn't be surprised if Peacock didn't pay for it to get the promo for something.
Possibly. He ain't come out of pocket. Let's just
didn't.
He didn't come out of pocket, period. Okay. So Ellen says he didn't have to lead the charge against Lisa, but I do think Lisa was a sinking ship after Yem Yem yelled her name at the black dinner. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
She was a sinking ship, but Rob he could have still helped her because they could have still focused on someone else.
Yeah.
He literally didn't have to vote for her. He just didn't, but.
And especially because he knew that he had the power to sway the vote. Everyone could have been like, oh, Lisa. Rob could have just picked anyone else and it would have been that person. Like it would have been that. It would have been that person. It wouldn't have been hard to change everyone's mind. Like he didn't have to. He really didn't have to do that. Okay, so let me see. T says that Birkin has a wait list. Of course, he didn't pay. A Birkin is a Birkin.
But he didn't pay the consignment store. Or we know he didn't go to Hermes and get it.
Right.
But he didn't pay the consignment store, I don't think.
Right. Let me see. Paul says, hey, Roxiie girl, congrats on your 15th. Thank you. Not only paid for the Birkin, but look at all of these endorsements. Yeah, he's doing well. He's doing well.
Yeah, he had a Sephora commercial. I said,
he does?
why the hell did y'all get robbed for that? I mean, shout out to him. I would take every endorsement. I'll take all of them.
Right. Well, what was he advertising for Sephora?
It was like behind the scenes footage that I saw.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't see the whole thing, but he's like sitting in like a wagon. So I don't, who knows?
I was like, is it skincare or something? All right. So Creme Brulee says the way Rob wanted Lisa out with a passion, he really did. He really did. All right. So next we have, let's see. So we have more people. They come out on stage. Okay, child. We got your bestie, Colton, on the stage. So everyone comes out, and then we get this conversation between Candace and Colton. And hold on, what is that? Oh, you got a super chat. I'm like, what is that? Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, let me put this on the screen. Okay. Thank you so much. What is this? Satra. Hey, boo. Hey, girl. Thank you so much for the super chat. So Rob R viewed Lisa and Candy as a weak challenge player. If Monet and Colton was in the turret, he would not have betrayed the guys. Lisa and Candy should have voted against him after the banquet. Yeah. I mean, and I've been saying it. Rob is definitely bros before hoes. People have picked up on that. He was always going after the women. And also when he recruited Eric as the traitor, he was like, we're equals in here. And he never said that to Candace or Lisa. So yeah, that's what Rob's been giving. Thank you so much for the super chat.
So staying on that, do you think that, I know you haven't watched a bunch of seasons,
right?
But do you think that I've only watched one more than you? Do you think that Alan picking two housewives to be in the turret was a bad idea in hindsight? Because now I feel like when you look back at it, when Rob came in, he was kind of always on defense with them. Because in his mind, even though, and let's just clear this up, I don't even watch all the Housewife franchises. I only watch the black ones. But I think the consensus with like the general public is that all of these women are friends and they're not.
Not. Yes.
They're
And that's
not friends.
I said that in my last review. I said the housewives, when y'all come back, y'all need to figure something out because when y'all vote against each other, it's like this whole thing, and then they start looking at y'all and they assume that y'all will stay together. Hell, some people on the same franchise aren't friends. Not all of these women even know each other or
Yeah.
like each other. But then the housewives don't help themselves either because they're always like, well, we're housewives, we're supposed to stick together. So like y'all can't have it both ways. They're gonna have to figure something out. But I do feel like, yes, Alan putting both Lisa and Candace in the turret, I can understand Rob feeling like, okay, eventually they're gonna gang up and turn on me. But I still don't think that he had to do what he did as
No.
early as he did. I think that Rob, Lisa, and Candace, or even Rob and Candace alone could have like, they could have done some real damage. I think that would have been a nice game if we saw them together for a bit longer, but
Yeah, I think that and we know that why they did Two Housewives. Hey Vice City. We know why they did Two Housewives because housewives are
Hey, Vice
hunted
City.
very, very quickly and early on this show. I mean, some of them get themselves voted out, Portia, but I don't know. I think most shows come in and we know that like the survivor people are gonna kind of stick together, the big brother.
Right.
I feel like that's the only show that has multiples. But usually the gamers, like they're gonna stick together. So I don't mind the housewives sticking together, but y'all gotta stick together. Cause Lisa voted
Yeah.
for Portia the first round, and it was like,
Like, girl,
now, I don't know nothing
why?
about Lisa, but like, girl, what are you doing?
Like, why did you do that? Yeah. Yeah. Ellen says Rob and Candace could have taken it to the end. Yeah, I think they could have, but Rob would have definitely Do you think Candace would have I think yeah, even if they made it to the end, they both would. I don't know. I mean, but
I don't think Candace would have flipped on Rob at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I think Candace would have been content with, yes, the traitors are winning.
Yeah.
But in that instance, I would have been like, damn, girl. But I wouldn't have been mad at Rob.
Yeah.
I'm never mad if a traitor crosses another outside of Eric, but I'm never mad if a traitor crossing another traitor at the end. So like when Rob flipped on Eric,
yeah,
we expect that to happen. But
Right.
this like that early in the season, that's lame. That's lame.
Cheap says that Lisa is a snake and she turns on her friends on RHOBH. And Lisa says that Lisa already had suspicion on her at that point. Oh, y'all, they do not like Lisa up in here. Lisa is Lisa.
I heard she's something. I heard she's
I
something.
haven't seen her season either, so I don't know.
I don't watch her show.
Yeah. So okay. So then Candace. Yeah. So then Candace does make the claim that Colton told her that Rob told him that he was a traitor. And look, the way that their faces, I believe it 100%. Both of them looked like, and then Rob did not say, I didn't say that, or I never told him that, right? Rob was like, why would I do that? I was already, what did he say? I was already far along, whatever he said. He pretty much, he never said it.
What I didn't like is he was like, that's against the rules.
Yes,
why would I do
yes.
And it's like, don't.
And then he can't hide that smirk that he had on his face. And I'm like, hello. He didn't answer the question. Didn't he just play semantics before with this, the keeping his pinky promise? Like, okay. And so that confirmed it for me. His face alone confirmed it for me. But the way that he responded, I was like, yeah, he definitely did that. So that's probably what the previous comment was referring to by saying that Rob cheated and should be disqualified.
Do you think that Alan or production knows something and still was like, whatever?
I think I wouldn't be surprised if they know and it would ruin the whole show, right? Like, I feel like they probably weigh the costs and they're like, okay, whatever. Yeah, he knows, but okay, we still got a show to run. We still want people to watch. We still want people to be invested. So I wouldn't be surprised if they were just like, okay, yeah, whatever. But what we gonna do? We're not gonna tell the audience that, right? Or whatever. But
Yeah, we can't blow up the whole show. But do you think it taints the show going forward? Because I think in a way, because I feel like now we've seen where a traitor gets close to a faithful before. You want to
Right.
have somebody in your back pocket. And
Right.
then on the flip, a lot of faithfuls will keep a traitor in their pocket. Like they know you're a traitor,
Right.
but they're still gonna kind of rock with you. And I think we know that that's fine. But I think now, and it could be because we watch shows differently because we're taking notes and
Right.
we're
Right.
trying to pick up on other stuff. It'll make me look at every pairing differently. So, like, let's say next season, let's say they bring Portia back and give her another try.
The way that she
And
was, I thought of that because I was like, she was at the reunion. Like, I'm like, watch, they gonna bring Portia back. If y'all brought Dorinda back, like, yeah, bring Portia back. Y'all. Bring Candace back
let's
too while you're at it.
okay, let's do this. Let's say they bring Candace back, and Candace is this time they make her a faithful, and they bring in I don't know what's the actor, Zac Efron, right? And let's say that Zac Efron is a traitor. If they're cool and we know, I'm gonna be looking at it a little
Yeah.
differently now because
Yeah.
now it's like, how do I know that this traitor didn't tell this faithful, and that's why this faithful is not at all suspecting this traitor now?
Or for example, even like, let's take Johnny and Tara. If one of them was a
Right.
traitor, like, we couldn't trust that. I would definitely think, yeah, those two told each other and they're working together. So yeah, it kind of does. Yeah, it does taint the show. I mean, it's always been a possibility. I guess this is just the first time that someone was actually like accused of it at the reunion, right?
I mean, well, yeah. I think too, though, when you think about it, it did seem kind of like you never suspected Rob,
Right.
but y'all are like, you just so happen to be like, okay, Lisa's a traitor. Okay, Candace is one too. Like,
Right.
but nobody suspected that Rob was a traitor. It looks
Nobody.
away.
That's true. That's
So
true.
after Rob gets out the other two traitors, then he's cool with his lackey going home. It does look away.
It does. I don't know. They're gonna have to. I don't know, because now next season everyone's gonna be accused, and now we'll be referring back. Oh, is this a Rob Colton situation? So, and of course Colton defends him, right? He's like, we know that's not what happened. But what else would they say? What else would they say?
Colton probably got him a Birkin too. Sure, who?
For he probably did.
He probably got a Birkin too.
Getty said, yep, I believe it too. Colton didn't need the money. He was there to rehab his image. Yeah.
A lot of them don't need the money though, which is why I'm kind of shocked they don't play for charity. Like they remember like Apprentice and Celebrity Apprentice, they always played for charity.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
yeah.
I agree, Holly. Nobody should come back. They don't brought Kate back. And then she didn't want to be there again either.
I didn't see that.
Then they bring back some of the winners. Don't bring back somebody that got voted out the first round. That's your fault.
Like when Dorinda was back, I was like, what are we doing? So
and she came back and did nothing.
Nothing at all. So Onyeka says, next season, I would want for them to have only 2 traitors, and we, the audience, don't know who the traitors are. Remember when the season started and I was like, well, we were chatting and I was like, how dope would that be if we didn't know who the traitors were? That would be
I've been
really
saying that since I started watching the show.
That would be so
because
dope.
It gets the audience involved more. Right? It'll increase engagement. Plus, that way we won't be calling these people stupid.
Right. Because
then we'll all be like,
too.
it wasn't. And I mean, I know we don't get as much context as they do because it's edited, but I think it would be way more fun to watch.
I agree. So then we have Colton and Lisa. They go back and forth about him saying that he wanted to take her hostage and he felt like she said worse. I'm like, okay, child. Andy, during this reunion, he was cutting conversations like, okay, next. Okay, next. I'm bored. Like the way he was cutting off
So
conversations, I was like, whoa.
in Andy's defense, so he was doing that with Potomac this past reunion too. I
Mm.
heard the Traitors reunion filmed for like 8 hours though.
Whoa.
And we know that the housewives, they be there 12, 13, 14 hours sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe some of the arguments or conversations were going too long. Cause I too was sick of Portia.
Yeah. I was like, this is
This is sick of
long.
Candace. Like, relax. Lord knows I didn't want to see nothing about Michael. So like some of the
We gonna get to him, yeah.
conversations should are we gonna talk about Tam MC's comment? Did you have
Where
that
is it?
planned? About
Where is that?
how all the it's fairly
Tam
recent.
MC. Oh, okay. Let me scroll. Tam MC. Tam. Okay. Did y'all mention how quickly? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna get to that, but we can talk about that
Okay.
now. Actually, yeah. And there. Did you want to start?
No, I was gonna say if you're gonna talk about it later, I just didn't know if we were gonna talk about
we
it.
can. Yeah, I saw a couple of memes as well about this. Like everyone was going to everyone else. Everyone was making sure. I feel like on this show, because we've seen it. This isn't the only season. Well, I've seen 2 seasons, and they're always getting out the black people, and they're always the first ones to get banished. And it's I've only seen 2 seasons. I don't know how they did it in the first 2 seasons, but it's a pattern. Clearly it's a pattern and it's noticeable. And I don't know what they're going to do about that. One of the memes that I saw said that they should make a Traitors with only black people. Only black people are Traitors because they're like, what's going on? The memes had me cracking up. I should have included one in here.
I'll say this. I've seen other conversations about this. Now, I only started watching season 2, so I don't know what happened the first season. But season 2, Phaedra got pretty far.
Yeah, wasn't she like a finalist or something?
She was like the day before. She made it to the final round table. It was either the final round table or the one before the final. So Phaedra made it very, very far. Somehow she by Sheree made it pretty far. Lord knows Sheree was just furniture. That I don't think Sheree talked that season. I don't think that it is let's get out all the cans. I'll be respectful. This isn't my channel. I don't think it was let's get out all the cans. I don't think that's the target. Could it be some type of unconscious bias?
Yeah.
Maybe. But I think the real problem was they were getting out all of the drag queens first.
Yes.
And I know that that was the problem because Bob the drag queen got himself.
I mean, yeah, he did start that. He said something to Boston Rob, right? After a challenge, he like put him out there, and then Boston Rob was like, "Yeah, I'm coming for you."
Yes. Now, justice for Peppermint, who really didn't do anything. Peppermint is season 2, and Trishelle literally targeted her, and it was implicit bias. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know if,
go ahead. Sorry.
I don't know if it's that, but it.
Also, something else that we've noticed is that it's the big personalities as well, and I mean, like I mean, we popping. I mean, like, come on, like, so I can understand why Bob the drag queen got sent home. Now Portia got herself sent home. I mean, Bob the drag queen got himself sent home too. But like, I feel like they do come after the big personalities as well, and they try to get them out too. But
and I think that's what takes away from the show even more than anything, because after Candace left, after she got banished, who was the non-celebrity? You got super chat, Roxie. The non-celebrity one is kind of like a different franchise, so they're still gonna do celebrities. Well, are these all celebrities? Let's be that's very loose. very, very loose.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Eric is a celebrity.
Yeah, I didn't.
He's an entertainer, but I think once you get out the big personalities, then we were left with Johnny, Tara, Rob, Natalie, her shoulders. Like it wasn't,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It wasn't a lot of, so that's kind of why the episode seemed boring too.
Yeah.
Is it that the black people have the biggest personalities?
That's what it's giving.
Could be.
All right. Thank you so much, Cassandra, for the super chat. Cassandra says, next season will be non-celebrities. I'm excited. Yeah, that should be interesting. I feel like it's kind of going to remember that Millionaire show that we had liked on Netflix, Millionaire? Did you watch that? Millionaire Secret, $1 Million Secret or something like that?
Loved it. I recapped it.
Oh,
I recapped most.
Oh, yeah.
Most
yeah.
I recapped most of it.
Yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed that show. I actually mentioned that show in Traitors as well because it's similar. I mean, it's different, but it's same concept.
They cousins.
Right, exactly. So
I auditioned y'all for Traitors, so y'all look out.
I was gonna tell you to say at the end. I was gonna ask if you auditioned.
My application.
Let me see. Let me read some comments. Okay, they just want the independent thinkers removed. We can't help it. Right.
You know what though? That's true though. I feel like anytime somebody kind of rocks the boat and doesn't go along with
the group, that's
the masses, they next to go.
Yeah. All right, so let me see. What else do we have? Colton and Lisa. Did I say? Okay, we did that already. All right, then Colton, right? He had his little spiel about life after The Bachelor and how much he's grown. And and I have a video about all of that mess and the backlash that he faced this season and why. But he pretty much says that he doesn't understand why his past actions would be linked into this game. And we'll get into that more when Michael comes on the stage. We'll have that conversation about the conversation that they had at the round table. Yeah, but before that, let me see. And we'll get into, okay. So then Lisa and Jam Jam, I'm just naming like a couple of things that happened. We saw Lisa and Jam Jam reenact the kiss because Jam Jam had said that she kissed him on the lips. And Lisa was like, girl, housewives, we do not kiss on the lips. We're not messing up our lipstick. So they did that little reenactment. I thought that was hilarious.
Let's be real. Most women, we're not kissing anybody when we're out because we don't want to mess up our lipstick.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not kissing germs, but I'm not kissing anybody.
Yeah, and I like how all the housewives were like backed her up and was like, yeah, no, ain't nobody kissed you with their lips on anybody. And then both Candace and Lisa said that they just wanted to make it to the banquet so that they could show off their fashions. Okay, so
well, yeah, we got to get these fits off.
Candace said she wanted to wear her crown. Lisa wanted to wear her. What did she want to wear? I don't remember. But next, we have.
Can we talk about their fashions real quick?
Yeah.
Why is Candace acting like she was just in general?
Oh, okay.
Why was Candace acting like she was serving looks every day for her to be wanting to get her?
When I tell you, the only person who made my jaw drop was Alan, like in the episode. So I didn't see anyone's outfits. No one else's. I didn't see any outfits that made me say, "Oh," other than when Alan would walk his ass into that breakfast room. So I have to agree with you. I guess she was not giving fashions because I don't remember. But
I liked how Tiffany dressed. I feel like Tiffany's outfits were cute.
Tiffany is such a. Oh, here she is on the screen. She looks so beautiful.
I follow Tiffany. She's a vibe.
Huh?
I said I follow Tiffany. I was like, Tiffany seems like a vibe.
She does. She definitely does. I wish that we got to see some more of her. But all right, so a viewer asked, why didn't they pay more attention to Candace's 2 votes for Rob? And Mark started.
I have notes.
Okay, good. So Mark started yapping, and then Natalie with her shoulders. Natalie with her shoulders came through and said that they weren't smart enough to take the hints. So I'll let you go on with your notes.
I didn't take notes on a lot, but I took a note on this because
okay.
I didn't want to forget. This is what I mentioned this in my recap. Whenever there is a traitor, right? If two people are going at it at the round table, if it's me, Roxie, Tate's Take, and GT, if he's still in the chat, if it's the four of us, right? And Roxy and I are traitors, and my back is on the ropes. I'm at the wall.
Right.
And me and Roxy are going back and forth, back and forth. Nobody's smiling. It's not giving a kiki. And I go home. You have to look at Roxy as a traitor.
Right. Yeah.
You have to.
Right.
There's no way you don't. So I wrote down what Mark said exactly. So Mark said they did not go after Rob because Candace suggested Johnny get a shield, and that was crazy. During that challenge, they all said, "Hey, let's nominate other people."
Right.
Rob is the only person that said, I want a shield. I haven't had one. This was after Candace did the first throwaway vote.
Right.
How was that not suspicious?
Right. And
you know what I mean? Like
this is what they're gonna have to figure out too for next season, because listen, by next season, if two traitors go at it at the round table and the faithfuls don't get that other person out, as a viewer, I'm be like, okay, y'all, this is all scripted. Like, as a viewer, it's gonna be like, how is no one, if they have a traitor versus traitor at a round table again, and then they do the same shit that they did this season and not look at Rob or whoever the second traitor would be, it's like, it's giving.
And it's crazy because this is the only instance that has never happened. Because Candace did not want to vote for Lisa, and y'all assumed she was a traitor because of that.
Right.
That's what's crazy to me. Like, that's why I said y'all are dumb. Bunch of dummies. Bunch of big A dummies. Because there's no way that y'all are like, okay, well, Candace and Rob are going back and forth, slinging them. Candace goes home. But remember a couple days ago, she said Johnny. Okay. And if I was Johnny, I'd have been like,
did y'all not see what just happened at the round table? So look at this. Mizzo Tiffany says that they saw a Reddit post where they wanted Alex to be on Traitors.
Who's Alex?
I'm assuming Alex, aka Soccer Tales from Love Is Blind.
That unhoused man? No, absolutely not. He can't even lie on Love Is Blind. He can't lie on Traitors.
That would be he'll be like cursing people out. Traitors is on Peacock, y'all. Okay. Miss Brown Sugar says Colton's victim narrative about him being, yes, the fact that they even gave him this little blip to like explain, and I didn't like it. I knew that they were gonna do it because he's been doing interviews, so I'm like, okay, I'm sure that they're gonna let him say a little something, but he definitely wanted to make himself look like the victim. And that reminds me of the comment from earlier where the person said, like, yeah, he came on this show for his image and that's it. And I think that him coming on the show, I think that he really thought that maybe nothing else would come up, and it backfired completely. So,
but you can't think that, because typically when people are cast on Traitors, it's you, your nemesis, or you and your bestie. Which is why Monique was supposed to be on this season with Candace. So that they can fight again. I don't know. But Monique turned it down because she's on this journey of healing. But Colton, you having that big of a scandal, you couldn't have thought it wouldn't resurface.
Right.
Like, how arrogant do you have to be to think that no one's going to reach back in your past and pull up the fact that you was a whole stalker? Like, what?
I would press buttons, but I ain't pressing no buttons tonight, child, because
I was wondering
I ain't pressing nothing tonight. No.
Oh, Roxie.
I submitted my application for the Traitors. Today is the last day to do so. Okay, so if anyone else wants to submit, today is the last day. Go on and do it. Good luck to you. That would be amazing if you made it on the Traitors.
I can't waste on my PTO on it.
Right. Candace was giving us flight attendant. I'm done. I loved Tiffany. Tiffany didn't get enough screen time. She really didn't. She really didn't. She didn't. So, okay, let's move on. So we saw Natalie in her shoulders. When I said I have to put this on the screen for Tammy, because Natalie didn't say much, but I said I have to put her on the screen just for you. But then we see her go back and forth with Tara about that little vote where she ended up getting banished. So this is what I wanted to see your thoughts on, Tammy. How did you feel when you saw that episode where Tara was going around the castle saying, yes, we're going to vote this way. And then when they got to the round table, she stabbed Natalie in the back. How did you feel about that?
Can I speak freely on your channel?
Yes,
Roxiie?
you can. Should I get the bleep? Anyway.
No, I'm not going to cut. I'm
joking.
I'm just going to say, a white woman is going to white woman.
I'm done.
And I say that if you know, you know. But I will say this quickly in defense of Natalie and her shoulders.
Yes.
Apparently, Natalie did not bring enough wardrobe. So, because there was a bigger budget this year, wardrobe was putting her in them with her shoulders. Now, if I was Natalie, because the outfit that she wore, that little red freakum dress to breakfast, completely inappropriate. Completely. When she walked in the room, I said, oh, Natalie, be so for real. It was inappropriate. But
so that's all that they could find for her?
So she didn't bring enough wardrobe and neither did Rob. So wardrobe was giving them stuff, which Alan's dog was dressed, okay? Second best dress. I'll say this. When it comes to that, I think that Tara and Johnny, mainly Tara was trying to prove herself. And I think because Tara had been so quiet, she'd been so quiet majority of the season, that when she got to this point, she didn't want, after she heard that, was it Natalie that said that, somebody said that Natalie said her name or something. I think Tara's whole thing was, well, I want to get her before she gets me. But it was, what I didn't like is that whenever they voted for someone, if it's wrong, I'm sorry, but I gotta trust my gut. And it's like, don't be sorry, just vote.
That's why I liked when Natalie was like, she said, Johnny, don't give me no speech, okay? Just vote. Just vote. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I was like, yes, Natalie.
And I was with Natalie. Don't give me no speech. Turn it around. Tammy. All right, cool. Next. Tammy.
You know what gets me?
Tammy. Cool.
What gets me is when they put the little heart or a smiley face. Don't put no damn heart next to my name. You banishing me.
On top of you spelling my name wrong too, and then you're going to put a heart? Doubly disrespectful.
Just rude. GT said I would have cursed Tara out. Yeah.
But considering that Tara and Natalie had spoken and y'all had an agreement that y'all was going to vote for somebody else.
Yeah.
Tara, she's a big dummy too.
Kite says Natalie should sue Peacock for those outfits.
I mean, I kind of felt like the first time I'd have been like, I mean, okay, I can wear it today. But the next day I'd have been like, enough is enough. She wore a red He-Man pleather freakum dress to breakfast. That is wild. I was like, oh, ma'am.
They're like, this all we got, girl. She was like,
but it's also like, why was that in the wardrobe budget anyways? Who did y'all bring that for?
Tara pissed me off. Yeah. Well, I just wanted to hear your thoughts on that because I'm like, I know Tammy was pissed. All right. So everyone came out. Everyone else came out. I was really happy to see Monet from Brooklyn. I wish that we got to see more of Monet for real, but we have.
I did like Monet.
Yeah. We have Portia and Tiffany. They came out as well. There were a bunch of other people on the stage. The camera panned to like 3 people. I don't know who those people were.
You're
I don't
talking
know.
about the three men, right?
Yeah.
Those were the gamers from like Big Brother, I think.
Okay. I was like, who? I was like, oh yeah. Anyway, we got Portia calling. Was Portia calling Mama Donna in the castle,
Well, all she
or
called
was
her was
everyone?
Mama, and that's why it was funny because
Oh,
we know Portia.
right,
So when
Mama.
Portia was like, Mama, I was like, it gave me okay glasses. That's what it gave.
Now hold on 1 minute. Glasses. Yes. Yes. And then we see Portia. She went against Lisa for that housewife code and voting her off and the crushed lipsticks. And
Why did Portia bring?
I said, not a prop, Portia. Portia brought props. I'm like, this is not how they were making that like housewives. I was like, is someone going to pull out a binder, a scepter? Like, what is going on?
Question for you. How do you feel about the people that are saying that the housewives took over the reunion?
Oh, people are saying that? I can see why.
There are a lot of complaints saying that the housewives shouldn't come back. The housewives ruined
It's
the
not that.
reunion.
No, it's not that. It's not that serious. I don't think it's serious to the point where housewives shouldn't come back. That's a bit much. But yeah, Portia and Candace and Lisa, yeah, they did a lot of talking. But I don't think that I think that that's just an editing like issue. Right? Because the same way that they take out a lot of other conversations, I feel like they could have made those shorter if they wanted to. But I don't think that it's a situation where the housewives shouldn't come back on the show because they took over the reunion. I feel like that's
there are a lot of people that are like, don't bring the housewives back. That's why I was like, what happened at the reunion? I need to hurry up and watch.
Right. Maybe people were just upset because Rob didn't get as much. Are those Rob fans?
Could be.
Maybe they wanted to see more of him or more of like Rob and Maura, that little love story that they were like pushing or whatever. Who knows?
Somebody said Portia couldn't handle not being first chair.
Yeah,
I mean, she did say, Andy, I'm not used to being this far from you. I said, oh, Portia, sit down. Just sit down.
Terry said, could be walking down the street and I wouldn't know a thing. I don't know who those men were.
Somebody said it was Kenny. It wasn't Kenny G.
No, I know who Mark is. I know whom. I think it was like someone named Alan.
It was somebody named Steven, right?
No, Steven, no. I know Steven. But it was like the first guy who got, let me go to the
Rob. I think his name was Rob.
Oh, maybe.
And then that other man, I don't know who that. That's the little guy that was Tiffany's little friend, that when he went home, she was all but a weep. I said, girl, are you crying?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I guess, child. Someone said that Nene on Housewives would be amazing. Where was that comment? I think I would love to see it.
It'll be entertaining for sure.
I don't care if she win or lose. I just want to see her on the screen. Would you? Do you think she would make a good traitor or?
Nene couldn't be a traitor. And I'm only saying that because I feel like Nene would get mad at somebody and be like, well, I'm a traitor and I'm going to send your ass home. And it's like, no. Nene would have to be faithful.
Ian, okay, I'm seeing different. Ian, Roxiie, Ivan. Okay, that's who was on the couch.
Who's Terry? Oh, is that his last name? Oh.
Someone said Nene would get voted off. All right. So next we get a couple of arguments. Okay. They have the back and forth regarding Michael saying, put a housewife in the grave. And this scene was interesting to me because in my review, I put the clip in because I had to go back and watch this scene because at first I too thought that it was Michael who had said it, but it was actually Ron, the comedian, who had said, let's put it in a housewife's grave. And then Michael said the housewife. Then he said Portia's name. Did you have thoughts on this scene?
I had a note.
In the meantime, I'll put up Creme Brulee says Nene was meant to be a traitor. Portia was a last-minute replacement for Nene. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, yeah, we had spoke about that because I was like, why wouldn't Nene want to do that? That would be great for, okay, yeah. Nene, yeah. Maybe she'll come next season. That would be great. I'd like to see it.
I would like to see. I want to see Kenya.
That would be great too.
I would like to see Kenya. So you said, what are my thoughts on Portia versus
Yeah.
Michael? One, I think the argument shouldn't have happened. What are y'all arguing for? Portia, you
Yeah.
shouldn't be arguing with anybody. You left first. You weren't there long enough to be mad at anybody. I think that I didn't understand why Michael kept saying, I'm talking click. I'm talking clip.
Yeah,
Was
he
he saying clip or click?
He was like, I'm
Michael
talking
wanted,
clip. Yeah.
he wanted a moment.
Yeah.
And I think that Portia, who loves a moment herself, took him up on the offer.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, Portia, you got yourself sent home.
Yeah.
Because she slipped up. Now, Portia and Candace, I thought I didn't understand what they were arguing either.
Well,
and I even wrote down, how do you feel? Do you think Candace was wrong for not having Portia's back?
Well, I feel for this scene, I gave Candace the biggest eye roll. I gave her the biggest eye roll just because of how she tried to I was tired. And I was like, Candace, Candace could have kept it at, because she initially started saying, I didn't expect you to handle it like that. And, it was a lot. So I was just like, I don't know nothing about that. Right. Which I can understand, but I can also see, I don't think that Portia should have did it the way that she did it. No, I think that she should have pulled Candace aside and they planned and thought about it. The way that Portia did it was wild. So I can understand Candace being like, girl, what the hell? Like, that's not how we was. Like, I can see Candace thinking like, I didn't think you was gonna jump out the window and do that. Like, yeah, girl, I don't know what you're talking about, because now you're about to mess us all up. So yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. So I can understand Candace backing up, but I wish that the same way that she wanted Rob to own that, he wanted to leave her alone. Candace, you could have owned like, yeah, girl, I lied because you came crazy. Yeah, I lied. Next
I remember,
question.
I think I put it in my recap, like, Portia, why you run up on them people like that? Because this is not the Housewives.
Right. Yeah.
It was like, Portia. Now, I do see that Alyssa is saying that no more Housewives.
Alyssa, let me see. Alyssa, I actually agree. No more Housewives. They have proven to not understand this game. Only exception being Phaedra. Child, I thought that said Portia at first. I was about to be like, girl, what? No, I'm like, as a result, they're also the biggest whiners via every reunion. Fans are tired. Maybe it's fans who've never seen. Maybe to us it's like, okay, it's a lot, but it's like, because we watch Housewife reunions.
Yeah.
We've seen Portia at a reunion. We've seen Candace at child. This is very tame, especially for a Portia reunion, child. You might get bust upside the
This was tame for a Candace reunion.
Right.
So
yeah. So maybe
tame.
Yeah, maybe it's people who haven't seen the Housewives, or someone said, who the hell is Steven? Okay, so let me see. Portia said, same what I said previously. I was definitely giving Candace the eye roll in that scene because she didn't want to own up to it. So Portia says that the only reason why she came at Michael so hard was because she just knew that Candace would back her up. That's on you, girl. You should have had a conversation with her beforehand. Okay. Let me see. But Portia, I did like that Portia was tooting her own horn, and she was like, had y'all listened to me, we would have got Mama Donna out of here, and we would have broken a record, and we would have been the first people to banish a traitor at the first round table. And it was
she also called herself the Queen of the Faithful.
She did. She said, I'm the Queen of the Faithful. They was like, oh, girl, who said that? Who said that?
Andy was like, does everybody, Andy loves Portia.
So,
he was like, does everybody else know?
He'd be so tickled. So tickled. Let me see. Very tame for Candace because she was always making up words like poppycock.
That is not a made-up word.
Right. Candace was a traitor and Portia called her out. Candace couldn't save her. Anyhow. So They do this little like Traitors / Love Island little. It was cute. It was cute. They had
Yeah.
Mama Donna walking in as a bombshell. I thought that was so funny with her. He said a new bombshell has entered the castle. I'm like, oh, that had me cracking up. And I do like that at least everyone was willing to admit that they were, in fact, smitten and hypnotized by Rob Love. At least they were willing to admit that.
Outside of Tiffany, that said, I never thought he was attractive.
Oh, yeah. Tiffany was like, not I.
I was like, okay, girl. She didn't get any time. We should have been
Yeah.
talking about how she was wrongfully sent home. And we should have been talking about how Ron F was making all them comments. I think somebody touched on it, how he was doing so much bumping of the gums after the show. Because he's been running down on people.
I got a little. That's why he on the screen too. We
Okay.
talk about his behind too. Let me see. So yeah, we did discuss Michael. No, we still got more to discuss with Michael. Oh yeah. So then we get to the conversation that they had at the round table with Michael and Colton. The conversation that got very escalated because Michael said, "You out of all people we know can keep a secret." Now, when coming to that comment, I don't put anything past Michael. I don't put anything past Michael because we have heard him make horrible comments before.
Yes.
But I personally feel like the comment that Michael made, I don't think that it was because Colton is gay or because he was on The Bachelor and he was gay. I honestly feel like if Colton was a heterosexual man and he went on The Bachelor and he had a wife and kid at home and he was hiding that, I feel like Michael would have said the same thing. I think that it's just Colton being able to keep a secret and a scandal happening and everyone knowing about it. I don't think that it's that the secret was that Colton is gay. You get what I'm saying?
I agree. I don't think Michael said it to be malicious at all. I think that Michael was talking fast. And I think that Michael said, if anyone can keep a secret, it's you, because he was saying that Colton was a traitor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he was talking about his sexuality at all. And y'all know I do not like Michael Rappaport.
Right.
I don't like nothing about that man. But I don't think he meant it that way. I don't.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and I think that Colton used it as like deflection off of that because then everybody was like, "Oh, Michael," and I'm like, "No, let's stay focused on the goal." But
I personally, I don't even think that it's because he genuinely thought Colton was a traitor. I think that he was making the point because he knows that Colton was in a scandal where a secret was kept. But I don't think that it was the nature of the secret that made him say that. And but clearly people at the table were hurt and offended by it. And Michael took this time. At first I thought he wasn't going to apologize because it sounded like he was saying, if I did this, if I did that. But, he came around to an apology and Colton pretty much said, I was just going to let you take the lead with this. Clearly Colton doesn't want to make the situation bigger than it is. He didn't he didn't come to the reunion and start crying or anything. He too seems like he's ready to move past it. Well, okay,
actually,
he did. Go ahead. He did have his little spiel.
I was gonna say, actually, they said that Colton got overly emotional and he stormed off set, and they edited that out, but he refused to come back. So a lot of that was edited.
Oh, wow.
So he did have a little.
See, I didn't even know that. Oh, see, and I'm thinking that he just wanted to. Oh, I wonder why they cut that out.
Yeah. I also just got a good text.
Okay.
Fully, it's go time.
Okay. Let me see. Okay, we read that one already. Oh, see, I can't be too excited, can I? Yay! Okay, anyway, we'll talk. Okay. So let's okay. All right. So we spoke on Colton and let me see. And honestly, after that, they were having a bunch of other little side conversations with the people who But we get to Ron, the comedian. And And before the reunion, well, before the season ended, a lot of people, including myself, were rooting for Ron, and I felt like he was owed an apology. But after seeing a clip, and I only saw one clip. I only seen one clip, and it was of him. He was doing like a comedy bit on Portia, and he was talking. I sent you that one, right? And he was talking about
Yes.
how dumb
Yep.
Portia is, and I said, not you making a video on Portia before you made a video on Mora.
I don't think it was funny at all, though. Say 69.
Who? Where's Dulce? Ron did a 30-minute talking about this show. It was hilarious. We didn't see. I only saw the clip on Portia. So after I saw that, I said, first of all, don't feel no way when she comes for you. But after what Monet said, Monet from Brooklyn, I believe every word. So pretty much they were talking about Ron pretty much being a bit of an outcast, right? And Monet said, we tried to speak to you, but you didn't really give the vibe that you wanted to speak to us. And I believe that.
He said it.
Yeah, I believe that. Even aside from that, even without him confirming it, based on everyone's like personality, none of these people give standoffish. None of these people. I mean, we don't know them personally. But it seems like the only person that Ron was able to be cool with was Rob Love. That's the only person in the house that you're cool with like that. So I do believe, and I find it interesting that everyone else was quiet when Monet said that. Portia was kind of like they didn't want to gang up on him, but it's low key true. What did you think?
Well, yes, I think one, he came out as autistic, which. It's not an excuse though, because I have autistic family members,
right?
And there are varying degrees of being on the spectrum, which we all know. Mm-hmm. But I'll say that remember Ron confirmed that on the show who was it? He was going back and forth with, was it Lisa? That said, well, I've tried to get to know you, and he was like, I don't want to get to know you. I don't want y'all in my business. I don't care about your life. So like we knew that Ron didn't want to really interact with everybody. Yeah. But like Monet said, it's a social game.
Right.
Which is why Rob Love? Which is why Rob Love was able to get to the end, because he had built a good social game around him.
And trust.
So but I also feel like you can't be, sitting on the show being woe is me because nobody has your back when you haven't tried to be these people's friends. Mm-hmm. And then you leave the show and then you want to go in and talk about Portia and be disparaging about this Black woman that didn't do anything to you.
Right.
That's the thing. Portia didn't do anything to you. You sent her home.
Right. Yeah.
So
yeah. And when he had that heated conversation at the round table with Dorinda, I was like, well, damn, what did Dorinda do to Ron the comedian? But now, after seeing the reunion, it seems like he was, so I can understand why, maybe, I can understand why it would be miscommunication or people not understanding intentions or people not understanding his personality and vice versa. But it doesn't seem like there was any room for reconciliation. It seems like he's just like, and they were just like, okay, yeah.
I also kind of feel like if you are an introvert and you have that type of personality, perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine. But then this just isn't the show for you.
Right.
Because then we wouldn't, because I don't like watching this show, and because let's be real, it's not like on this show people isolate anyone out or they ice anyone out. Everybody is cool and ready to work with everyone else. So if you didn't have a little clique around you, that's really your fault though.
Yeah.
But to watch him, guess I'm gonna go home. Going home. I was like, oh my, just go.
Just go. Yeah.
Go. You're not going to win anyways, baby. So just go. But
Someone says that Ron said that Portia, I'm assuming Portia, was nasty to him.
I'm choosing not to believe that only because one, and we know Portia can be nasty, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But based off of Rob, we also know that Portia can be super nice and very
Super sweet.
welcoming too.
I don't see
And
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
and I
Go
was gonna
ahead.
say, like, but just based on what we saw about Ron,
Yeah.
and everything that he's been saying, why should we believe you?
Mm-hmm. Right. Because I see Portia going up to her and be like, "Hey, what's your name?" Like that's just.
Loud.
But who knows? Maybe it can all be an act. We don't know these people personally, so whatever. But I believe Monet and I believe them over him, especially yes after his most recent comments. So
So
yeah,
someone said, why did production spotlight Ron's isolation if there was no merit to it? We're not saying there was no merit to it. We're just saying that he isolated himself. I don't think
oh,
anybody was intentionally isolating Ron. I think he isolated himself.
self, yeah,
There's a difference.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I can see that. I do feel like people maybe tried to get to know him and he was just not feeling it. Or maybe he felt like they were being nosy because he did say that Dorinda was asking about his family and stuff. He said, I want to tell you about my effing family. So,
And Dorinda was like, okay.
yeah. Ron says, oh, not Portia. Okay, my bad. Ron says that Dorinda was nasty to him, not Portia. Okay, Dorinda.
Oh, okay. Now, I did hear that. I did hear that.
That I can see.
Yeah. And I don't know much about Dorinda, but
because remember, Dorinda was crashing out just because Bob the drag queen didn't know who she was. So I can see that. I can see that.
I heard she got a little ism about her. But
yeah, I can definitely see that. So they ended that's pretty much the reunion. They congratulate Rob on his win. They gave Maura a little award. And they ended off with a conga line. And I was going to ask you, what do you think would make the Traitors better? But I think we kind of even discussed that already with the viewers not knowing who the Traitors were. What else do you think?
I think that, but I also think when it comes to like some of the one-off people, they're at a disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
So like the drag queens are always at a disadvantage unless they link up with the housewives.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're going to bring somebody from a show, it has to be at least two or three
people. So they have an alliance or something.
Yeah. And I feel like there were too many housewives because there were 5 this season.
A lot.
It should really be like 3 from different shows.
Mm-hmm.
Or if we're going to introduce more shows that are on like Bravo, Peacock, NBC, Universal, do 2 and 2. So then we don't have to worry about these huge, because the way Tara and Johnny were able to be lockstep pretty much the whole way, that's fine. Mara and Rob because they're both from Love Island. Like, we don't need 5 people from Survivor. Why? Yeah, because everyone's going to target them right away. So I think just more variety.
I would have liked to see more of Candace and Monet together. I feel like that would have been a key.
If she Candace sent her homegirl home,
if she didn't go and run her mouth, but let me see. Holly says that they said Ron was taking naps in the corner. I'm done.
I believe it. He gives that he's a napper.
Someone says he probably felt targeted since they targeted him every day, but he definitely didn't try to reach out to anybody. Yeah, I remember while watching the episode, and he would come into the breakfast room, and they will all be like, and I was like, oh my gosh, like what? Clearly, we missed a lot behind the scenes. Too bad this isn't like Love is Blind, where they like show us someone trying to speak to him and him saying like, leave me alone, don't ask me about my family, or something that corroborates his version of events. I wish that we got to see something like that, but I don't know.
There has to be some reason why nobody was seeing it for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I mean, it's one thing for me to be like, Lord, he came back today. But for
Right.
everybody at breakfast, like I just know they were hiding the salmon from him. I know they ate it up before he came. I
They
know it.
said that salmon was the only meat that they had, and all they had was like eggs and salmon and stuff. I'm like, come
At
on,
breakfast, yeah.
y'all have more. Y'all got a budget. Like, what's up with these shows just like skimping on everything? Come on, y'all got the funds. Y'all
Turning
have the
people,
funds.
trying to get these people to really fight it out.
I guess they like we got to make sure they hungry. So they. Let me see. And Candace got rid of her allies. Not smart. Okay, are any of y'all in the comments? Did any of you, other than the one person who we spoke to, are any of y'all or did any of y'all apply for Traitors? Because you got to do it tonight.
I had something.
Go ahead.
Did you see that Candace was talking about how she got fined $30,000 for her social media?
Yeah, I didn't. I saw the thumbnail. I saw 30K, but what did she get fined 30K for?
Some of her tweets were inappropriate and her social media presence was negative. But see, this is what low key got Candace. I think she was fired from Potomac, but Candace is. I think she was fired, and I think a part of it is because Candace is big Twitter fingers, and so.
So what did she say? She made comments about the show.
She was making comments about the show. You know, she was going on a tirade saying that Rob and Colton cheated. I'm like, you really? I mean, girl, do it on your podcast, but you can't be on Twitter. Like, I think she was hurting like a bunch of negative tweets, and like you're a representative of that show. So she said she got fired $30,000, but then she
That's a lot. That's a
it wasn't for some of it was for Traitors. DC Mallard, I heard some of it was for Traitors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it was because of her social media presence, which I've seen the way Candace get down on Twitter, so I'm not shocked.
Uncut roundtable footage. I would love that. I would like that too. I feel like they get real crazy at the roundtable.
Yeah.
And she quoted Andy when Andy told Candace that you're a disaster on Twitter. You're a disaster on Twitter. But it wasn't for Traitors. Okay, yes, we did cover that. I think she was fired too. I don't think she was fired. Y'all go on, make sure you are subscribed to Tammy Talks page so you can go in all of her. She reviews Housewife of Potomac. Get in her comments and fight her because she love that. She love to be in the comments fighting with y'all.
Don't tell me.
I'm playing. Don't do that. Don't do it. But she does review. She does review Housewives of Potomac. Okay. She got fined on Potomac. She kept ranting about Rob.
I know she got fined for Potomac because she was wilding on Potomac, but I think some of it was for Traitors too. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But I thought some of it was for Traitors.
And someone said that she pretty much spoiled the season by saying that she was going to curse someone out at the reunion. She did say that pretty early, and we were like, oh, so what's going to happen? Yeah.
She was doing a lot of that type of stuff, which is why I think some of it was from Traitors.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, child. Well, that's the season. Maura was so delulu. It was sad. I enjoyed this season. I can definitely say that. This is my second season watching Traitors. So again, I enjoyed it. I wasn't bored. Again, I agree with what you said, Tam. If it wasn't for Love is Blind, I would not have dropped the show or just like stopped reviewing it. I was definitely entertained, and I'm excited to see what changes they make for next season. How do you feel about the Secret Traitor? We can end on that. How do you feel about like the whole Secret Traitor thing with Mama Donna? Like, did you like it? Do you feel like it was unnecessary? I feel like they made that role just for her.
Just for her.
Yeah, but someone did say that they did it on like a UK season or something, but yeah.
I liked it. I hate that she got sent home so quickly. So we didn't really get to see her do anything. I think they should have picked a different person. And I only say that because if they would have made like Rob the Secret Traitor, somebody that had more of a strategy mind, that would have, and this is no shade to Mama Donna, but someone that would have been like excelling in like the challenges, then it would have really had more of an impact. Because it does seem like they were like, okay, we'll make Mama Donna the secret traitor so she stays on the show longer.
Yeah.
But I liked it, though. I thought it was a good idea.
Yeah, I liked it. I think that maybe even with the secret traitor, maybe if we didn't know who the secret traitor is, okay, we know who the regular traitors are, but maybe if the audience didn't know who the secret traitor is, if they don't want to like.
But we didn't, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't know. She got sent home so early that we did.
No, because you know what it is? Because I remember in like my episode like 2, or I was like, I think Mama Donna is the traitor. Yeah. Okay, we didn't know who. I just felt that she was the secret traitor from like episode 2. That's why. But yes, you're right. We didn't know.
I'll say this though. I think they should have never told us there was a secret traitor. Because then I feel like everybody's focus was trying to figure it out as far as the audience. If they would have let Mama Donna, like they would have touched on her shoulder or something, and we just didn't see.
Know. Yeah.
So we didn't know. Then at the end, she like, ta-da. Then it would have been like, ah. But Mama I think Donna. the fact that we knew there was a secret traitor, I didn't like that part. But I thought it was a really good addition to the show.
Yeah. That was a gamer should have been the secret traitor. That's not even a real working castle. Apparently, they had to sleep in the airport. I've seen that too. Like they don't sleep in the castle; they sleep in like hotels or something.
The entire castle isn't like renovated out. Just that part that we see.
Donna was a waste. I agree. Good idea. Wrong person. Wrong person. And we can, Jasai says, Jasal, random, but do you think that they're going to bring The Circle back on Netflix? I didn't watch or review The Circle. I know you did, but do you think they'll bring it back?
I like The Circle, but I feel like I don't like that people play as the catfish. I think that part of it is lame. I think it would be more fun if everybody came in as themselves. But I didn't like when they started bringing like celebrities on. Like, why were the Spice Girls on there? Like,
I only saw like the first.
Find something to do. Find something to do.
I only saw the first 2 seasons of The Circle, but that is the live, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, thank you for your patience. I know that, like, how do I get this comment off? I know that, we're a little late, but thank you all for. Let me make sure I don't delete myself, child. Okay. Because I would delete myself and I just shut everything down. Like, shut it all down. Just plug my computer out. It's done. But yeah, thank you all so much for rocking with us. A lot of y'all were here yesterday as well. Thank you so much. Make sure that you go over to Tammy Talks page. Hit subscribe if you're not already subscribed. She is on her way to 50K. Thank you all so much for 50K. Did you have anything? Are you reviewing anything else, Tammy? Do you want to tell the people what else you're reviewing?
Oh, God.
Are you... there are a couple shows coming out, but I'm not sure if you're reviewing all of them.
I don't know if I'm gonna do Blue Therapy. I'm gonna be real.
Same. I'm like, damn. I saw who post. Is it Ivy? Look at Ivy chilling. I feel like I think I saw Ivy chilling post.
Now what we talking about tomorrow?
Yeah. I feel like I saw a thumbnail. It's like episode 5. I was like, oh, I'm way behind, and I'm not.
I was gonna talk to you about Blue Therapy.
Okay, so we'll chat.
Yeah. I'm gonna do Age of Attraction. That starts tomorrow. Now they're dropping 5 episodes, so we're gonna see how we get them on.
Netflix, they don't want us reviewing these shows. That's why they be dropping the episodes like that. Like, yeah, we gonna drop 6 on you. Let's see how you handle that. But yeah.
But yeah, it'll be Love is Blind reunion. I'll try to get that up tomorrow night, and then The Housewives comes back. Shoot, end of the month?
Well,
early next month, Atlanta.
Okay, yeah, I'll definitely be reviewing that. My reunion recap will be up on Thursday. Tammy's on will be up on Wednesday, and we can end the live on this. No, not this one actually. Where is it? Someone shouted out my internet for not acting up tonight. Did they delete the comment? Anyway.
No.
Oh, because I don't see it anymore. But yes, shout out to my internet for not acting up. I don't know what happened last night. I said a prayer. I was like, Tammy, I don't know. I'm plugging the computer out. If
And it's raining here, so I was worried about mine.
I didn't know what was going on last night. I said I didn't change. I still got Verizon. Ain't nothing changed. So I don't know. But thankfully, everything went smoothly tonight. Thank you all so much again for joining us. We'll be live again one of these days. I don't know, but we'll be up here talking about something. But thank you all. Have a good night, and we'll see you at the Love Is Blind reunion. All right. Thank you again for 50K. Make sure you subscribe to Tammy, and we'll see y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.
Roxiie says we're gonna